Hi, my Divine Money peeps. How are you today? Happy Sunday. I'm so glad we're here. I'm so glad we're here together. I really need to come up with an opening song, but for now, that's what it is. Hello, happy Sunday. I'm so excited about being here. Today is our part 2 of the Divine Feminine, Goddess card number 41. And I'm super excited about talking about this particular concept that we're going to be talking about today, which is the Divine Feminine expressed in the Divine Mother and the Divine Female. And the reason why this is so important is because, especially for women, that if there's a part of you that's rejecting who you are as just being a woman, which is what has been historically, women have been historically rejected as second class, as property, as, subservient for centuries, generations. I mean, the history of women between the kings and the queens, the history of women have been very much slashed from the history books. And we barely know some of the historical figures, female figures in our past and the queens in the past. We do know some of them, but not all of them. And so historically, as a woman, we have been considered second class. And if there's any part of us as a woman that is rejecting our feminine energies, of rejecting being a female, or have even negative thoughts around being a woman, it creates a resistance towards creating your dreams, to stopping you from getting into your passion, and resisting clients and resisting money. So this is why it's really important for you as an individual to learn to accept and honor that feminine side of you. But before we go into further about the concept, I just want to say hello again. Happy Sunday. I'm Beth Ann McMerrick. I'm the owner and creator of Divine Money Mastery. And here we weave together the elements of personal finance and business so that you can increase your finances and create a more ease and flow with your cash flow. So I teach and talk about the mindset and the mechanics. So I teach you how to do your numbers, and I teach you how to breathe while you're doing your numbers. So interestingly enough, this week, so one of the services I do is that I do money readings with the goddess cards. And what happens is the individual, my clients, they will draw the cards, they read the card front and back. And as they read them, I map out on this chakra body map. This is a client. I map out on the chakra body map where blocks are and what's triggering those blocks. And interestingly enough, this week I actually had a client, we did a reading, and she drew the Divine Feminine. And I just thought that was so interesting and so perfect for this month's focus on the Divine Feminine card and the concepts that we're talking about this month. So I'm going to first read this, this concept here, and then we'll talk about it more. The Divine Feminine, expressed in the Divine Mother, the Divine Female. She sees the gifts and light of each individual spirit, longing to have them know the divine within. She holds the heart of each individual self within her. She cuddles the broken hearts and mends the broken wings. And breathe. We're going to all take a breath. We move energy as we're speaking these words out, and so it's always important to breathe. Anyway, so when she read this particular card, the one word that hit her was Divine Mother. So Divine Mother, I just got to cover up her name. Divine Mother hit her right here in the back. You can see where it says Divine Mother there, which in the lower back is about, first of all, feeling supported, but also it's connected to money. But when we talked about it more about the Divine Mother and what Mother meant to her, ultimately for her, the unconscious belief system and feelings around mother, and specifically her mother, was that she felt like her mother had no power, that she was subservient, that she was weak. And it really was something that through her lifetime growing up really pushed her more towards just being a much stronger woman, to not be like her mother. Now, the thing to remember is that, you know, our mothers, like I said, for centuries and centuries, women have been cut out of the history. They've been subservient. They have been considered second class, third class property. And so for centuries, and in our DNA as women, we really have not had that opportunity to express ourselves, express our opinions, and express our feelings. That we basically have been groomed to be the mother, the wife, and the caretaker of the home. And that basically is about all we, you know, have been allowed to do for a long time. So we are so fortunate now here in 2020. We are so fortunate now as women to be able to express ourselves, to speak our mind, to do what we want. Yeah, there's still some backlash because we're still shifting in the consciousness about men and women, but we're at a point now where, you know, they can't cut our heads off. They can't hang us from the side of the tree anymore. They can't burn us at a stake and call us witches. There was one study, one article I read where if a woman, one of the signs that a woman was a witch was when she would express her beliefs and expressed her feelings. She was considered a witch and burned at the stake. So we're not at that place anymore. So the thing to remember is that women have never been weak, number one. Maybe they didn't have power, but they've never been weak because we have been strong enough to handle everything that we've handled. We've been able to live and grow and still bloom from all of these harsher experiences, or and being in these relationships where as a woman we have been suppressed or held down. So seeing that being a woman is actually a great strength for you, and having the feminine qualities, connecting to the feminine energies, if you're a man, connecting to that feminine energy it is such an important tool to, or concept, or belief system. I don't even want to say feminine as a tool, but it's about honoring and accepting all of who we are. And that's what she says in this concept. She sees the gifts and light in each individual, the Divine Mother. Now, the Divine Mother is like the Divine Father, you know, has been, again, erased from our history. We don't talk much about the Divine Mother. We talk a lot about the Father and the Son and the Holy Ghost, but we don't talk about the Divine Mother. And that's what this Divine Feminine card is all about, is about reconnecting us to that Divine Mother that's there for us as always. And to know that she is always there, and sees the gift and light of every single child, every single being, of you is what she sees. And so if you've had a relationship with your mother, your Earth Mother, that wasn't a positive experience, or not on this planet anymore, know that you can connect to the Divine Mother just like you can connect to the Divine Father, but you can connect to the Divine Mother as well, and allow her to comfort you and to hold you. She cuddles the broken hearts and mends the broken wings. She is there to hold and protect and care for you, and to know, for you to know that you are fully loved and are full of gifts and light. So in your practice and in your reorganizing of your belief systems and of your consciousness around being a woman, or having women in your life, or even just your own feelings towards your mothers, is to see that strength that a woman actually really does hold. She didn't used to have power. She has power now. And it's about honoring that strength that's within us and honoring the gifts that we see. Because if you're a mother, you see the gifts. Every woman sees the gifts in light of other individuals when they open their hearts to see that. So if you let yourself do that and see that, holding other women in a divine light, holding your mother in a divine light, holding yourself in a divine light, as that you're a divine pure being, that opens you up more in a way that helps you be more receptive to clients, to more love, to more opportunities. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. So this week, work on and connect with yourself and with the feminine energy in your life and the women in your life, and see the strength in them. See what strengths you see that they portray, and allow yourself to be supported by your own feminine energy. So I'm super thrilled that you were here. I hope that gave you a little bit of insight on being a woman. And allowing us to fully love and support women all around, but not only that, to change our perception of them not being weak and submissive and second class, but that we are equal and that we have a great deal to offer. And being a woman in business gives you so many more I can't think of the word. Being a woman in business gives you so many more options, because you're able to tap into, and when you're honoring that feminine energy of yourself, you're able to tap into your consciousness, into your higher knowing, into your intuition, and into your heart, and open to a space of bigger love and opportunities for you and your business. So there you go, the Divine Feminine, Part 2. So next week, we'll be talking about Part 3. We'll be doing Part 3 of the Divine Feminine, and I can't wait to see you then. Have a good Sunday. Love y'all. Peace in.